What's going on, everybody? Wow. It has been a while since we've done a live stream, but we're going to do one today. And no, this is not church, although I do have my hat turned around backwards. I just wanted to, I don't know, get up with you guys, hang out with you. I'm out here in the shop working on the old poop coop, and there was a couple of things I wanted to ask you guys about, and there was a couple of things I wanted to show you. So, with that being said, let's get started with this live stream, baby. Who we got in the house already? Come on, y'all. Check it out. Yeah. Old poop coop's running good. So today we're working on some interior stuff and just basically cleaning up some wiring. And I wanted to just ask you guys' opinion on, I'll go ahead and put it out right now, kind of what you want to see covered with this car. It's kind of the current situation we're in underneath the dash of the car. And I'm doing some wiring and things like that. So is there anything that you guys want covered before we get too far along with this thing that I can help you out with? Now, I'm not saying we'll do a full video on it, but if it's something that I can help you out on, I will. What's going on? Yeah, so you guys still like FOXBODIES? I mean, it's been so long, I don't even know if y'all like them anymore. We have not done a live stream in months, probably 3 months, I bet, or more. Who knows? Go Dogs, yeah. Had a big win yesterday. That was scary to start with. Still love them. Good. So, a couple of things that I want to talk about today. Y'all, I want to try to help you out on some stuff, if I can. We got 40 people in the house. We got 2 likes. You know, I don't ever ask for likes, but hell, why not? Go ahead, take a second, and go give us a like on this live stream here. Love my 87. Yeah, you guys still love these FOXBODIES. I know you do. Mine could use an LS, but, well, you know, whatever, man. You do you. Hey, bro, do you think a T5 will hold up behind a Cam 351 in my Fox? Yep, absolutely it will. It'll hold up just as good as it will behind a 331 or 347 or whatever else it may be. A T5 is not a strong transmission. We know that, but if you'll take care of it, you know, drive this thing right, don't over-clutch it like I always say, you'll be fine for street duty. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. It says that we're awesome. Hey, we try to help out as we can. I've been really trying to dig deep and give you guys some good tips and tricks when it comes to these FOXBODIES. This poop coop has allowed us to go back to our roots and get back on more of a shoestring budget. And I have really tried to dig deep and think about, you know, what can we use to help the community? And the thing is it helps me too, right? I still have these questions. The thing I'm getting at is with this car, I'm really trying to answer the questions that I would have, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because there's so much stuff that goes into building a car from basically the junkyard. There's a lot that goes into it. So I've tried to cover as much as I can with it, but I do appreciate everything. The Coop life, yeah. So still not really a Coop guy, but, you know, I love all FOXBODIES. This one is growing on me, though, and I really like this car. But it's more to do with the style of the build, is what I'll say with this. Coop, GT, whatever. I will be doing a video, though, comparing Coops to hatchbacks and GTs and things like that. I think you guys will be surprised, actually, at what I have to say about it. I'm in the home stretch on my 92 restoration, I should say. Just want to win a brutal cap. Well, we may do a hat giveaway in this video. Thumbs up, everyone. Let's see, I missed my Fox, but I can't afford another right now. Hey, man, I understand. This car cost us $375. That's what this car cost us. Now, I'm giving away a lot of stuff in this video, in this live stream. So you guys, you know, just bear with me here when we put out the new video. I promise you there'll be a lot more going on in the actual video that I'll be putting out tomorrow than what you see in this live stream. But, you know, obviously we got some giveaways here in this video. Now, I will ask your opinion on a few things with this car. I'm not going to lower it down, and I'm not going to go through all the details of what I have done to it, because this son of a bitch has come a long way. It's come a very long way in a short period of time. If you guys thought it had come a long way previously, just wait till you see this thing Monday, in my opinion at least. So, let's see. What carb did I use? I'll go ahead and show you guys the carb. I mean, you know I got it. Well, most of you that are on Facebook. We did go with the ATM carb. There it is. With the ATM carb. I want to give you guys a little tip right now. Please watch the video, though, for anybody that's seeing this right now, because I'll go into a lot more depth with it. This ATM carb, when we put it on, I've heard nothing but good things about it, right? The old man's garage, he believes in these things, and so many other people. So I had really high hopes to bolt this thing on and it fire off and run perfectly, but it didn't. Here's the thing. I'm going to blame this on myself. I do not believe that this is an issue with the ATM carburetors, or mine, I should say, from the factory. We had a high idle on this thing that we could not get to come down. I mean, like, I say high idle, like I couldn't get it any lower than 1100 RPM. It just would not go unless I richen the car up a lot, and then it would try to idle down. But that's not the way to do things, right? If you lean this thing out to where it needed to be, it would just idle at like 1200 RPM. So I want to show you something here real quick. Let's see if I can turn this camera around. There again, I'll go more into detail with it. But if you guys are having a high idle issue to where you just cannot get your carburetor on a double pumper, we'll call it, mechanical secondary. If you can't get your carburetor to idle down, check this piece right here. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, or possibly even it might come out Thursday. But I'll go into more detail as to why that may be your issue here. Now we have the carburetor performing perfectly, and I'm happy with that. So we'll go into detail on all that, but it fixed my high idle issue, and this carburetor is absolute money now. It's money. I love it. And yes, I did buy this with my own money. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'd love to be. I'd absolutely love to be, but we're not, so that's perfectly fine. And I also, you know, everything that we review and we talk about, I want to give them a fair shake, right? I'm not going to sit here and bash ATM because I probably bought too big of a carburetor. This is their 750 race version, so it's a bone stock 302 here, guys. So, yeah, I probably messed up on that. So far, the ATM carburetor is great, though, seriously. But that right there almost made me box it up and send it back or either sell it. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not happy to start with, but we sorted it out. And it's probably my fault for ordering what I did. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about? One thing that I do want to discuss. Well, first off, let me know. Like I said, we've now got 59 people in here. I do realize it's a Sunday. People are at church and people are watching football and stuff. But I do want you to, if you don't mind, let me know down below in the comment section, like, what do you want to see me cover on this car? Is there anything left that I just, being where we are in the state that we are in with this car right now, is there anything that I can do to maybe answer some questions for you guys? Got a bunch of people in the house today. Good deal, good deal. So the carb that I used is obviously an ATM. It's their XRC, I think that's right. Yeah. X is, because ATM says it sounds good, so X, R for race, and then C for cast. And then they have an XRB, which is the billet carburetor. So I use a 750 XRC is what I used. Way too big for this setup, but it is what it is. When's the fastback going to be done? So I know everybody likes to throw shade, throw shots at me, and that's fine. I'm not saying you are, but a lot of people are like, I thought you said. Yeah, I did. Well, I'm a human just like you guys, and I lost interest in this car just because of the state that it's in right now, meaning I don't know those cars. I don't know, although I drove this car when I was in high school, I don't know it like I know FOXBODIES. I know FOXBODIES like the back of my hand for the most part. There's a few things I don't know. But this car is a lot harder to dive into. And, you know, one of the things that has held me back from finishing this car up is the fender alignment. Guys, there's going to have to be some major work done on this. I am not happy with this because what's going to happen when you paint this car is all those lines are really going to stand out. And yes, although they're close, and although I do know that Ford and Chevy, nobody back in the 60s gave a crap about, you know, panel gap and stuff, but I just can't work it out. And I don't want to have to go in and cut and grind and weld to make this work, but I may have to, but we're going to try to get it as close as possible. The reason why I'm telling you this, that's what's kept me from working on this car and really pushing forward and finishing it, is his panel gaps, as silly as that sounds. But I want you guys to hear something here. Hear me out. We are going to finish the 65. We are. This car jumped ahead. Pretty much any Fox body that comes in that we work on is going to jump ahead of the 65 because I know them and I know which parts to get. I know where to get them, and we have parts laying around, so it's a lot easier to knock these things out. Plus, I need this car to run and drive so that it's not in the way taking up space. The 65 runs and drives, and I can move it around. But we will get back on this car, not to get all long-winded about it, but I know everybody gets in their feelings about, you know, me not finishing this car, but we will. The car actually, the 65 is going to go over to Papa T's here real soon. It's going to go to his house, and what he's going to do is work on these rear quarters for me. Honestly, just because it gives him something to do, and it's his car. This is Papa T's car. This is not my car. Give him something to do and let him work on straightening up these rear quarters. Now, once we get these rear quarters right here straightened out, the rest of it's going to be pretty much a cakewalk other than panel gap. All right, enough of that. Sorry. Then put her on E85. What are we going to put on E85? The red car? There's no need in putting this thing on E85, man. It's stock bottom in. We're going to throw a little bit of nitros to it. We're going to call it good. Well, you know, I'll go ahead and tell you guys right now. I just thought about it. This thing has some serious blow-by. Like, serious. So, I took the cap off this thing and was going to put oil in it while it was running. And it blew the oil I was trying to put in it. It blew it all over the engine. I mean, this thing is like a freaking air pump. I'm telling you, you can pump a tire up with the blow-by that comes out of this valve cover. It's crazy. This engine's worn out. You could probably pull it down, run a honer through it, put some new rings, new bearings, and honestly, it'd probably be fine because there was no ridge at the top of the cylinder or anything. But yeah, I think the cylinder walls are just slick. If you guys know what I mean, you get it. But anyway, we're going to have to probably do something else with this engine. We'll talk about that later. E85 make all that work? Yeah, I mean, I've run E85 before, but that's irrelevant. We don't need it with nitrous. You don't need EFI or E85 with nitrous. You don't have to have that. Besides, I'd have to redo this carburetor, more fuel, more everything. I'm good. I'm not a big E85 fan. I've had it in Yellow Wolf and a couple other cars, and I'm good. We will... I get the whole octane thing, but we're not going crazy. We're just going 100 shot. Now, I'm with you if we go to really pour it to it. Yeah, we'll probably go E85 later. But for right now, we don't need it. We'll run probably a 93 and race gas blend on this car, or either put a separate tank in it with race gas just for the fuel solenoid. But let's see. I just want to win a brutal cap here. All right. Ever heard of I've heard of Linch AODs. Absolutely, man. I think everybody in the Fox body game's heard of those. Those are really good. They're expensive. Very expensive. I don't even know. Can you still get the Linch AODs and stuff? I guess. You know, if AFR 185 heads will work on stock pistons on my 87 GT. Yeah, they'll work. You just can't run really a cam. I'll say a cam. I don't know. You guys tell me, can you run an E cam with 185s on stock pistons? I guess you probably could, but I wouldn't go much bigger than a B or E cam on that. But yeah, they'll work. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a hat giveaway. How about that? So my wife should be inside watching this live stream, so we'll let her pick a winner. So let's just do, I don't know, what you guys want to do. Give me a good hashtag. We'll do a hashtag, and you guys can win a hat today. Let me get this set up over here. Okay, so there you go. Kevin says that he has ran 185, AFR 185s with an E303 cam on stock pistons. So there you go. With 1.6 roller rockers. So they're getting done. I would recommend not trying to run 1.7s if you're trying to do that. But yeah, there you go. 1.6 roller rockers, E-cam, 185 heads, and stock pistons. Lid, I want a hat. All right. Let's just go, I like that. We've not seen that yet. Let's go with what Murphy's Law says. So let's go hashtag lid. Hashtag lid. You guys go ahead and hit it up now. And Miss Brutal will pick a winner here in a few minutes. So go ahead and hit that up. On the 87, it has valve reliefs on the pistons. You can run it without them. I'm not sure if they'll work. Yeah, I'm not sure on the pistons without the valve reliefs. I don't know on that, guys. I think don't Explorer engines, do they not have valve reliefs? I can't remember. Hashtag lid, and you guys can win yourself a hat. And I'm going to surprise you on the color, and I'm going to sign it. So sorry, I'm just going to do that. I don't know why. I just want to do it. So I'll sign it on the underside of the brim, and you'll never see it, but it'll be there. So we'll surprise you on the color. Y'all guys go ahead with that, and we'll handle that in just a sec. I've got a 1990 I've been messing around with for years now, a little at a time. I'll get it one of these years. Cool. Like to see earlier FOXBODIES LXs and suck, but I'm sure you mean such. But that's my personal style. Yeah, I mean, Jesse, everybody likes different things. I mean, I catch flack because a lot of people think that I don't like 4i cars and stuff like that. Guys, I've owned 4i cars. I have no issues with them. They don't ever come my way. You know what I mean? Like, these are the cars that come my way. And here we go. Here we go with all that. I don't know. I don't know why it works that way. But pretty much all of these cars have fallen into my lap other than the Retro. The Retro I went out and purchased. I sought it out. I got it. The gray car used to be the 1K Fox. I don't know if you guys remember that. And that fell into my lap because my buddy John had it. And I bought it from him for... shit, I don't know what I paid for that. I actually paid a pretty good bit for that one. But the Calypso was also bought from John for like $350. So why not, right? Those are two cars right there that were Aero cars that I bought. And then the Poop Coop, it just fell in my lap. $375. You know, I had to buy it. So that's why we don't have any 4i stuff. But I absolutely do love 4i stuff. All right, wifey, go ahead and pick a winner if you're still watching, okay? We'll go ahead and get a winner picked. I love Capris, by the way, so Tow Life. So go ahead. Clutch preference for 400 to 600 horsepower. Ooh, that's a big gap there, man. Up to 400 horsepower, I would tell you to go with the Ram. I can't think. It's the one we got in the Poop Coop, actually. I'd be good with that one. Guys, help me out. Do you guys remember which one it was that I put in the Poop Coop? I can't remember. But I would go with that one, up to 400 horsepower-ish. Above that, Ram also makes another one. And we're not officially sponsored by Ram, but Ram absolutely works with the channel. But I mean, I love what they got. I mean, you could run a McLeod. I mean, you could run whatever. It doesn't matter. Just stay away from too aggressive of a clutch is all I'll say. Twin disc is always a good option, but they get expensive. Let's see. All right, did she pick a winner yet? There we go. Fernando Barrage, or ever how you say that. You are the winner. So congratulations, Fernando. Hit us up at brutalvlogs@gmail.com. brutalvlogs@gmail.com. Look for Amy H, and she'll type it out for you here in just a second. And that's the email you need to hit us up with, and we'll go ahead and get you a hat sent, okay? Random color, and I am going to sign it. Yes, Shelby County 5.0. Thank you, buddy. He's always looking out for you guys. He's happy for anybody to win. I need to sleep. All right. So I'm not going to go that long today. I've got a lot of work to do on the old Poop Coop. But what's the big change? Did anybody notice it? Nobody even said anything. What's the big change with the Poop Coop? What did you see that was so different, and how do you feel about that? There it is. She just typed it up for you guys. brutalvlogs@gmail.com. Love the handling banner. Yeah, man, I love handling, man. We got the best freaking sponsors, and I mean that. I always talk about it, but we got the best damn sponsors in the world. Love these guys. Yeah, that's right. That's right, a hood. This is experimental with a hood. You'll see it in the, I'm not going to close it and show you guys all that. You have to wait till tomorrow. for that video. I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to make you wait. But this is experimental. I don't know how I feel about it. I love big hoods on cars, but I don't know how I feel about this. You guys also can't see the fact that I have painted on this car, and I have cleaned, and I have washed. So you'll get to see all that tomorrow. I have a couple options here. I can take this hood, which is obviously white, and I can take some red oxide primer and prime this hood and scuff it up and sand through it a little bit and make it kind of match the car a little better. Or either we can just put stock hood back on it. Here's the other problem. This hood that's on the Poop Coop belongs on the Calypso. It needs to be on the Calypso because of the engine setup. Now go ahead and cue you guys in on a little something that might be coming around in around springtime. There might be some swaps, some swappage going on between two cars. So the Calypso may not need that hood in the springtime. Catch my drift? So, I don't know. Barnyard Pimp, that's right. I've been busy working. Barbecue 5-0, I appreciate it, man. Bro, keep up the good work. You got me through chemo with your videos. Oh, man, that's awesome, man. Hey, look, we're here for all you guys, okay? Look, you know, as you all know, I went through some bad times about a year and a half ago, and I'm still going through it, just so you guys know. It still affects me. And I've had to reach out to a lot of people and do a lot of talking. I've watched a lot of different videos on YouTube to help me get through, and I do understand. So, awesome, man. I hope you're doing well. Ready for the new video. Rhino, the new video is going to be great. I really do think you guys are going to see this car start to come together. So, we're taking this car to Texas. That's the plan. So, we're going to take this to the LMR Cruise In. It will not be street legal at the time. It won't be. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but this car doesn't have a title. It doesn't have a title. I didn't get a title with it. But luckily, it's old enough in Alabama to where I don't have to have a title. I will say this. Let me ask you guys a question. And thank you so much, Murphy's Law. I appreciate that. Let me ask you guys a question. This car doesn't have a title. Now, we can probably get one. But what would be the quickest way, somebody in Alabama that's maybe dealt with this or around this area, what would be the quickest way to get a title for this car? It is 34, 35 years old. So in the state of Alabama, it doesn't have to have a title. So how will we go about that? Will we just get a bill of sale? Like, I mean, it came out of the junkyard. It came out of the scrap yard. So how will we go about doing that? If anybody can kind of help me out and give me some pointers to kind of expedite this, I'd appreciate it. Either way, we'll get it worked out eventually. Brutal, it's a rough road. Okay, so Kevin says that my transmission blew up on a road trip home, and handling threw me together on the cheap in about 2 days. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, handling, man, they're great people. Cody Swap. Hey, Rattle Trap. Yes. Hey, speaking of the devil, we got Andrew in the house right now. We got Handling Motorsports. Coyote swapped to Calypso. I wouldn't dare do that to the Calypso. We're actually trying to make a fast car out of the Calypso. So why in the world would I put a Coyote in this thing and just have to, you know, start back over from, I mean, that's base model stuff, man. We don't do Coyote swaps and shit around here. I'm joking, obviously. Nah, he always gives me crap about this. No, I don't know. The Calypso's probably going to be more docile. I'll tell you that. Calypso's probably going to make some major changes. I'm fully aware that we've not met expectations with the Calypso. You know, we said we were going to take it to the track. We said we were going to do this. Well, one thing comes up and another thing comes up. And honestly, I wasn't interested in it like I thought I would. I would be at times, and then other times I would just kind of lose interest. So, obviously, you know, I mean, this is kind of going to be the race car. I'm not going racing every weekend, guys. I want y'all to know that. We're not going to start a race team. We're not doing all this. But I would like to get a couple of trips to the track and enjoy it and see what it can do, bone stock, and then see what it can do maybe with a different setup. I think you guys know where I'm going with this, but I'm not telling you. If you don't know, I'm not telling you. All right. Oh, sorry. Shelby County 5.0. Thank you so much. $19.99 for the Poop Coop. Absolutely. So huge shout out to you guys that donated, because you helped us get a new carburetor for the car. And I will say this, you know, typically I don't ask for donations. I don't ask for you guys to send stuff like that. Like, what is it, Super Thanks? I don't ask you guys to do that. But if you've got a little extra and you want to help out with a poop coop, it absolutely does help. I just, you know me. I'm not going to be like, hey, you know, give me money, send me stuff. I don't do that. Well, you can send me parts. That's fine. I don't have a problem asking for parts. But if you do, if you guys do want to help out, though, it does help tremendously on the poop coop. We've got a lot of stuff to buy for this thing. Dude, Rhino says that the blow-through setup is cool. I freaking love the blow-through setup. Do you guys know that that is probably my favorite car to drive around, engine-wise, not setup-wise. You know, I don't like the rear end. I hate the rear end. Me and this thing, well, we're going to go to blows. But as far as, like, driving the car around, oh, my God, man, carbureted blow-through setup is money. I love it. I just got to get the car out and do more with it. That's all. That's all. Anything better than a push rod small block Ford in a Fox. Just makes me feel dirty. Did I run Andrew off? Did he get mad at me? Where is he at? He said I'm fibbing, bro. Nah, we all know, man. Andrew's got a bad-ass car. Stock Coyote class. I don't know how stock it is. If you ever open that thing up, you probably find... Nah, I'm joking. Nah, he's got a really, really fast car, and he's done a lot with the Coyotes, and I get it. I know why you guys like them. I like them, too. I just don't like them enough to put them in one of my Fox bodies. So, that's all. So, Lintech is still around and running strong. That's cool. I have a good steering wheel, so I think we've got the steering wheel. This is why I've been hesitant about getting one from anybody. We still have a steering wheel in the garage up there from back whenever we took it out of the Retro Fox before we built the shop. So I think it's hanging up. So, you know, it doesn't have to be a perfect steering wheel. If it works, I'll put it in this car. If not, I may hit one of you guys up for one. Let's see. I'm reading back through some of the comments. So, Dead Horse Ranch says, working on cleaning our large shop to continue working on my 89 notch project. Gray Horse. That's a cool name, man. I like that. Thanks for inspiring me to get back to work on it. Absolutely. Today, I was torn today because I really want to do a church session with you guys, but I've not been out here doing live streams in a while, so I figured that's not the best way to come back doing live streams is with a church session. But we're going to do church again. It's coming. You know, it's weird. When you're not interested in something, you're not going to work on it. I mean, those are facts, right? But it's so crazy how your interest can peak and you can get right back in the groove. You could have been lazy all year long and not done anything and been down on yourself, and then some little project comes up, whether it be in the shop or woodworking or just whatever, right? Something come up and pique your interest, and man, you're just all into it again, right? And that's what happened with me. I was in chill mode this year, and I said that's what I was going to do. I told my wife, I was like, we're going to chill this year. We're going to put out some helpful videos. We're going to talk with people. We're going to communicate and just enjoy the platform, right? And enjoy all of you guys. And then I don't know if y'all know the story, but she actually messaged me. We were going camping. I remember, I think it was on a Thursday, going camping. And she messaged me and was like, hey, some guys got this thing for sale on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, talking about the poop coop. I'm like, why would you do that? You know I'm going to buy it. But to start with, I was like, no, I'm good. I don't really want to do another project this year. And I mentioned it to you guys while we were camping, and you all seemed interested, and I still kind of wasn't. And we got the car, and I still kind of wasn't interested. And then we started building it the way that we're building it, with stock parts-ish, used parts from you guys. And, man, it became fun. So I'm truly enjoying it. I really am. And it sparked a new fire in me with these cars. I've always loved builds like this. You got to give shout outs to, Shitbox Fox, and there's a lot of other people. This has been done many times, but I think that's probably the most popular one. But ours is a little different. It's going to be a little different, but they're all very similar. They're just unfinished cars. And I know for me, and I've said this before, if I'm at the service station, right, and I'll pull in and I'm pumping gas and some dude comes up with a beat up Fox body, but it's got the right stance, it's got some cool wheels on it, sounds good. All eyes are on that thing. How many nice Fox bodies do you see when you go to events? When you go to Ford Takeover or Foxtoberfest or the LMR Cruise In? you're going to see nice Fox bodies all over the place. The ones that are kind of rough, though, with patch panels and multiple colors all over it, those are the ones that people really like to see. And that's actually the ones that always draw my attention as well. So there's that. I don't know how to say your name, but Zillow, I know that part. Says Poop Coop is bitching, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is the t-shirt merch? I don't know what you're talking about. I did put like a little ad. Like YouTube's got this thing now where you can like put an ad in or an advertisement or like promote something or whatever. So I stuck that shirt up there because it's a cool shirt. We don't sell a lot of them. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but YouTube may be promoting that to you guys. I'm not sure, honestly, if that's what you're seeing. Pin to live stream. Here it is right here. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it looks like on your end, but we do still sell stuff over on Teespring, and Teespring allows us to be a little more creative because I can design something and I don't have to worry about getting somebody to make it. Teespring just makes it. It's not the highest quality stuff, I'll be honest with you, but if you guys want some really quick merch, like something you can get right now with a bunch of different designs, go over to Teespring. We've got a lot of designs over there. And I don't know, they're decent shirts, you know, they're pretty good. I see a lot of people wearing them, you know, at Ford Takeover and LMR Cruising. I see some of our Teespring shirts, so that's really cool that you guys are buying those. Project car is always my favorite, and me too, really, man. Currently waxing my Fox. Nice. In between a 2-year-old sleeping, man. Mustang Craft, I remember those days. I'm running a basic Explorer intake, 3-bar heads, and a B cam. Once at a gas station, a couple of Harley riders said my car sounded good. I took that as a big compliment. You should, Auto Fox. If a Harley guy comes up to you and says something about your car sounds good or they like it or whatever, yeah. I mean, all their shit cams and everything else all the time. All right, y'all. Well, look, I told my wife I was going to be about 30 minutes, so we're about 30 minutes in. She's got some stuff to go do. So we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to try to get back into the live streams. You guys... I'm sure Neo's probably going to go live tonight. If so, be sure to check out Neo Mustangs on his live stream tonight. We haven't had a chance to go live together, but it's just been a busy year. So, but always love my boy Neo over there. What do you like for crate engines, Joseph? I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm buying a crate engine, I'm buying a crate stock block. Like, well, hold on, let me say this. Crate engines, if you're meaning like ready to go, like intake to oil pan or carburetor to oil pan. There's a bunch of different options out there. I guess if you got the money, that's a smart option. But for me, when you say crate engine, I'm thinking stock bottom end short block. I'm good with those. Hey, that's another thing. I want you guys to remember, you can go to AutoZone, O'Reilly, Advance, all these places, and you can freaking buy a short block. You can buy a 351 roller short block from AutoZone. And to be honest with you, matter of fact, I want to say that's what Caleb put in Pop's Fox, was a stock, maybe AutoZone or something like that, short block. I can't remember. Somebody did it. So think about that. And they're actually not that bad. I think you can pick up, like if you've got a core, maybe I may be wrong here. You guys help me out if you remember the prices. But I want to say like maybe $1,800, $2,000 or something like that for a stock short block. I don't know. That's a good option for a lot of people. Throw the Calypso into another video if you can. I will right now. This thing's piled. It's all packed up in the garage. It's got shit all around it. But yeah, we'll get it out. Right now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The main focus is the Poop Coop to get this thing going so I can get it to the LMR Cruise in. And once we get back from that, then you will kind of wear off of it, and I'll get back into all these other cars. I just don't have a lot of time. Never do I make excuses, but I work a full-time job, and my schedule is all over the place. Like I may be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday one week. I may only be off Thursday, Friday the next week. I may be off Saturday, Sunday. It's all over the place, okay? So it's really hard to be working on a project and then stop that to go get a car out, wash it, clean it up, you know, make sure everything's good with it, and then go do a video on that right in the middle of, I just don't have a lot of time. So that's kind of why you don't see the cars being covered as much. But trust me, it will all come back around full circle. We'll get back out there on the Carbon Fox and the Retro. All the cars are running great. No issues with any of them. So, yeah, you just got to get back out there and video them. All right, well, look. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all, man. I enjoyed it. We got to do this more often. So maybe once or twice a month, we'll get back to doing live streams until the year slows down. In the fall, well, it's already fall, I guess, but late fall, early winter, oh, yeah. Get ready, guys. We're going to do a lot of live streams because I got a lot of vacation coming up. So there's that. All right. Catch you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching. See how I do that, and then I got to sit up here and close this shit out.